Good morning, listeners and viewers today, and welcome to the Managers Clinic. The Managers Clinic airing on Suaves Radio today, 10 a.m. Saturday, and we usually have a repeat on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Please make sure you do not miss the repeat in case you're not able to log on to this. Thank you for tuning in. We are really pleased each time we see you online because the Managers Clinic discusses a number of issues relating to management and how to overcome a number of these challenges. So for today's episode, we do have friends in life, and we have friends that we've made along the way, right from possibly primary, friends we meet in secondary, friends we get to know at the university, friends we get to know in the corporate spaces we are, and everyone moves in the different ladders. But today's issue is around, is hiring a friend a strategic move? We do know that it can be a double-edged sword. It can make the culture of the department or the organization. It can actually break the culture, hence becoming a nightmare for the organization or for HR in particular. So today, with me in the studio as well is Patrick. My name's John again, and I have Patrick in the studio. Patrick, tell us something.
Thank you, John, and thank you, every one of us, as you keep saying. We appreciate wherever you're listening or watching us from. Please keep it up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, don't forget. Subscribe to our channel, the YouTube channel. Just subscribe to it. Get to our Facebook pages, subscribe to it. Get to the Manager Resource Center LinkedIn page, subscribe to it. We actually run a weekly manager newsletter in the LinkedIn. Please subscribe to it because that is something that you'll be getting every weekly dosage of whatever that we do and the different discussions and the different people that get onto there. In there, as the Manager Resource Center, we also have lots of other programs that we do. We have individually, we coach people, how to become better managers, better selves, better people, versions of themselves and the organization as well. So please get in touch with us, don't suffer in silence. That's why we have the clinic. The clinic is here to help us get to the next level. And how would you not know some of these things, yet we are here. We burnt our fingers. Trust me, we burnt our fingers when we were younger, when we were in the employment space, beginning of it. We really burnt our fingers. So while we are here, we don't want you to burn your fingers, because we don't believe in people learning by burning their fingers. If you can actually overcome it, why not come to us? So we do a lot of those coaching. We do a lot of team buildings, we do a lot of HR, whether it's your policies, whether it's assessment, whether it's an audit. Is it an HR audit? Is it an assessment for your salaries and all that? We actually do carry a lot of that. Competence assessment, a lot of those issues. Recruitment for the staff as well, for the organization, we actually do that. So you better get in touch with us, lots of other beautiful things, and then we have a course that is lined up for you, the manager, you, the new guy, you, the old guy. It's called Management Skills for Today. Okay. Yes, management skills for today. We're going to give you in that. I mean, I just love it. We're just going to give
possibly unpack it.
Wow,
in the next,
I think we shall have to have a session and just we go through it. But it's just lovely things of actual practical things. As we say, for us, our mission is we give you practical, real time, real life, timely solutions, but which are simple, because that's us. We give you simple, real life, practical solutions to take you places. So please get in touch with us. Sign up for our those different courses we have, or you want it to be done for your own company before even the time comes. Please get in touch. We come to your place and we make you start the journey much earlier. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Patrick. And viewers, listeners, as I've made expression of today's discussion, it's around hiring friends. So, Patrick.
Yep.
This thing of hiring friends, as I've explained, we have friends all over. And I mean, is it a strategic move or it's a very lazy way of recruitment. What's your view about hiring friends in terms of strategy or laziness?
There were these two guys from their young lives, primary school, they were buddies, go to secondary school, they go to the universities. They were tight guys, two friends that checked over each other, checked upon each other. How you doing? What's going on? How's your life? That kind of thing. And when these guys finished their university studies, they all went different ways, And it's so amazing that they almost did the same courses, but they ended up going different directions. Now, they went work in the different places. So one time, one of these friends had an opportunity in his company that I was working in. Being friends, the other guy looks at it and says, I think this is a good opportunity. Then he talks to his friend like, man, you know what? Can't I join you guys? Can't I join you and work with you, in the same place that you're in? I mean, you're my friend, we know how to do these things, we roll together, you understand me, I understand you, why not, So they sit with him and he says, no problem, please apply. And before you know it, this guy was in the organization, But when he came into the organization, there are things that didn't work well for him. Before he knew it, his contract was terminated.
Okay.
Because they didn't connect.
They didn't connect and they were friends?
Yeah, they were friends. Okay. There's a way they didn't connect at the workplace. And yet this guy was reporting to the friend. Okay. And things became so bad and he had to just fire him, and the friendship just went haywire because of that, So it's a lot of it. Now, the question is it lazy? Is it a good strategic fit? It depends on how you look at it. Bringing the friends on board is, I know if it's John, I know John. I know John's capability. I know how John talks. I know how, So it would help me in a way that I'm not wasting time. To get someone on board. Why? Because I understand John. I know how John operates. I know what triggers him off and what doesn't trigger him off. Okay? So for me, it would cut the cost of doing business. All right? That I would have taken a lot of time in that, but I'm not going to take a lot of time because I know John. It becomes much easier. But then again, the question would be do I know this guy competence-wise? Technically wise.
Okay. Technical.
Do you know deliver
what you want to be delivered.
Okay. Now that's where the question becomes tricky. Okay.
So are you saying you need to run a background check on this friend you've been with for
you have
for
to
all this time?
Because if he won't give you what you want as a company, you're going to go. Okay? You'll suffer. Because it's all about performance. The question is, are you going to be on the friends, but you are supposed to deliver? No, that's why the question
so
gets.
If does it make any sense if I say that the onboarding process of your friend would be very easy because he already knows your values, or that would bring in another challenging aspect?
Now, onboarding, John, you're new, you're my friend, you're coming to this organization, and the whole thing is I shouldn't take you through all my onboarding things because I know you. Okay? But that is wrong. That is wrong. Onboarding is specific, and it's for a good reason. That even if the person was in that organization and they change roles and they are taken to another thing, they're supposed to be onboarded. Now, what about you who is even joining the organization and you're a new person? Why wouldn't we onboard you? The question is, I need to onboard you. One, you need to know administratively what is the organization all about.
Full content.
What do we do? Okay. How do we do it? Okay. You'll have to know how do we do it. But then again, we need to orient you. What do you have the policies in this place? How the systems work and everything works, you know? Now, not only that, I actually need to make sure that one, you are grounded on your work. Okay? Technically, I need to onboard you technically on your roles and your responsibilities on your job.
So the friendship, in terms, if you bring this person on, you should attach that to the technicalities as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You have to make sure that you are taken through the onboarding. There's nothing. And I have to make sure that you follow the onboarding practices and policies or rules that we have in the organization. Okay. And the organization that actually don't have those onboarding policies and the others, please just reach out. We take you, we throw you, give you every content of how is it from the first day to the 90 days, you know, to the 12 months. I mean, all what you're supposed to be doing if you didn't know, you know, but we put it into a policy for you to be able to follow, you know, practical, the procedures, the processes and everything. So it has to be. So follow the time frame that you have for the onboarding for your team.
So in terms of retention, would I say, or would it be right for me to say that recruiting friends increases retention? Or again, would it be a trap for your friend, and now because he's your friend, you're in this together, it's like a trap for him. He cannot leave the organization because he's your friend. So does this thing of looking at friends increase retention in your view?
Yes and no. Okay. Now, the yes is if this guy comes in, understands his role professionally, what he's supposed to do, he's the right fit in the organization, he's bringing much more in the organization, he's building the team, he's cohesive. You know what's going to happen? The work environment is going to be interesting, it's going to be good, and you're going to attract more people, you know, and people are going to say, oh, I knew John and Patrick were friends, you know, but man, these guys, when it's work, it's what? It's work. Okay? You're going to attract more people and you're going to make your staff stay longer. Because they're seeing the work environment it's good. There's no favoritism in happening in there. You know, there's loyalty is high because people know what they're supposed to do and actually produce it. Now, if you friend, they know perspective where you're not going to increase. You favor this guy, okay? His performance is messed up, but you don't do anything. He's toxic, the workplace, and there's nothing you're doing.
It's going to kill a lot of things.
The morale, the motivation for everyone in that organization. What's going to happen? Before you know it, he's firefighting with everyone, and this girl start going, this girl start going, this girl start going, this one start going. Before you know it, you have no team, and you're asking yourself, but what is happening? And it's because your friend is there, okay? Because you favor your guy over the rest of the team, okay? That's going to happen. Then you're going to have toxic workplace. Culture is messed up. Everything is not right.
So you have to have an iron hand as well.
You need to. Because if I bring you, you need to know why I brought you. Okay.
So at the point of recruiting or bringing on this person or your friend, how would you create a boundary or distinction between the technical competence and the familiarity, comfort? This guy is your friend, really your friend. You've been together, so there's that. You'll have to make a distinction between his technical competence and the familiarity zone. How would you do that as a manager before you bring a friend on board?
Now, one, look at his CV. Okay, study his CV. What does it say? What are his achievements? Where has he worked before? What are his competence? Okay, because you have to do that. Get to his records, track record. Wherever he was he performing or not performing? Is he up to the task or not up to the task? Because that's how you're going to take away. You know, a person who knows his stuff, it's hard for them to give you a hard time. They know what they're supposed to do. When they come, they'll do it. Okay? But if I bring in my friend and technically he's not up to the game, he'll start saying, but John, you're my buddy, you're my guy. Let's just let it go.
But he's not performing.
Okay? So one, you have to make sure that his CV speaks, that it's actually followed and sieved, whether it matches or not.
So the CV should match what
you guys are looking for. If it doesn't match, please don't even waste time. Just say, you know what, I wasn't in that process, but it looks like your CV was not among the best. Okay? And there's nothing I can't do. And the other, make sure that you follow the interview protocols. All right? Imagine you come for an interview and like, hey, I know Dave, I know John.
Yeah, but Patrick,
John, what's up? John, what's up?
You're going to follow the protocols. This guy is your friend. How are you going to manage that?
That's why you have to.
Yeah.
You know, don't enter in the interview and start saying, hey, John, man, how was yesterday? You know, you guys love watching football.
Man City beat, I don't know.
Man City, but now you'll say, man, Vipers was playing KCCA. What happened? They beat you guys.
Not in the interview.
I mean, but in the interview, you're like, guys are like, wait a minute.
It's already crossing the line.
What about this? You're already crossing a line. Just be formal in whatever you're doing. No? Be formal. Hey, John, welcome. Thank you for coming and honoring our interview. Please have a seat.
So
tell us about yourself.
Start in the interview room.
From there, if you don't set that boundary, then even the rest of the other guys, you're like, no. Or you can even say, you know what, guys, I've grown up with this guy for a long period of time. I think I'm not going to be part of this interview. Okay, let me excuse myself. Please, the other.
So you find the panel will throw him out.
Yeah, because the conflict of interest, I'll tell you know what, let me get out. And if you guys find he's the right fit, please, we go ahead. But if you find that he's not the right fit, it's still okay. All right. We shall give him feedback to how to improve on
and move on.
And then because now you're already separating, like, I'm not into conflict of interest. And yet with your policies should be having and spelling out conflict of interest. You've declared your conflict of interest and you walk out of it. All right. Now that's perfect stuff. Now it means you're already setting
a pace. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now even when this guy comes, like, but I didn't see you in the interview. Like, yeah, you didn't see me in the interview thing. Yes, because I have a conflict of interest. Okay. I wouldn't want mine be biased. That's why I decided to excuse myself so that the rest of the panel can
make a decision.
So
at the point where, how will you manage a point where, of course, the guy is in, your friend is in, he's hired and all that, and the team members know you guys are friends, you play football, I don't know where. How will you manage the team dynamics in terms of issues like favoritism? The team might actually get scared that whatever they do, you're going to report, the friend is going to report to you. So you're creating some kind of fear. How are you going to demystify that and remove certain aspects to recreate the team dynamics and confidence within the team?
No, I had a scenario where I used to have one of my guys, and we used to stay in the same house. Now, this guy was my friend that would not miss out. Whenever either I'm leaving, I'm like, Patrick, get me here. Whenever you'd get him around me every single time, I'm around, don't leave me, everything, lunchtime, you guys go and eat together, When you guys go back, you go in the same house and you're sleeping, you have a lot of conversation going on and the other thing. But then again, when it came to work, it ended. If you're supposed to give me my KPIs, give it to me.
You need. Yeah.
Okay.
So at work, it's the rules, really.
It's the rules. Yeah. Please. Yeah. What is your KPI? What's your target? Do your targets. Okay. Let's finish up with the targets. If you've not done the targets, I'll ask you. I'll like me. Where's my work? Because my work depends on your work for me to give it to the rest of the people. So what stories am I going to tell? I'm not going to play stories. I need work. So this guy realized, okay, This guy is not about favoritism.
It's
about the
work.
real thing.
Mm.
He knew the boundaries. When it's work, it's work. When it's out of work, it's out of work. All right. When you're supposed to do something, do it. If you go against the policy, I'm handling you the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think as managers, the guys who are closest to you are the guys who should be the role model for the rest.
Yes. I agree.
If they are not,
There's a problem.
the whole people are going to break.
It's
and
going
they're
to
going to
break.
say,
Yeah.
these guys are just playing games on us. All right? These guys are going to play. But now, if they see that you are actually doing the right thing with these guys, and you guys are role model, whatever you want, these guys are doing. KPIs, they're keeping it clean. Green, yeah? There's no way. They'll say, if this guy is this friend and they're keeping that KPI green, who am I?
Yeah,
who am I?
I cannot break that.
Yeah, if this guy goes against, take them to disciplinary action. Okay? When they break some of these rules, let it happen. Warn this guy.
So you take your friend to DC.
Warn them. Like, hey man, I never thought it's serious. Man, things are dead serious. Yeah. Okay?
All right, thank you so much, Patrick. And dear viewers and listeners, we will be going for a short break. And when we come back, we'll be looking at different scenarios. How do you fire your friend? Once you lose the relationship, the family relationship, the friendships extend to families and other friends and all that stuff. So we will be diving into the techniques of doing it without actually losing your friendship. Don't tune off. Please stay with us.
Perched on the serene slopes of Mutungo Hill, surrounded by eye-catching city views, stories are not just told, they are told boldly and courageously. Welcome to Suave's Production, the home of all things audiovisual, from cinematic video production, photography, sound engineering, live event coverage, podcast recording, voiceovers, audiobook narration. Suave's Production is where creativity meets courage. Don't keep that story away. Bring it on. Bring it to life. Share it with the world. Whether you are an artist, a brand, a change maker, we will help you tell it with power, clarity, and unforgettable impact. Our studio is located on Mutungo Hill with its peaceful environment and breathtaking cityscape. It's open every day of the week. Make your booking now. Your story deserves to be seen and heard. Suave's Production. Capture, create, inspire.
Viewers on Suave's Radio, thank you so much again for logging in for this second part of our Manager's Clinic talk show. I'm here with Patrick. I'm called John. And today the main discussion has been looking at hiring a friend. What are the do's? What are the don'ts? What do you need to watch out for? How careful should you be? And before we broke off, we're supposed to be landing into a few questions of terminating the relationship at work. Won't that affect any other aspects? But before I go into that, Patrick, do you advise your friend at work to report directly to you, or there should be a buffer, and that is for purposes of retaining some kind of relationship? Should it be directly to you, or there should be another stop measure then to you?
Now, that depends on the job that you're bringing this person on board for. Okay. If the job title is not to excuse me, if the job title is not for them to report to you, and then you make them report to you, then
it will be a problem.
That's a problem already. Okay. Follow what is that
on the book.
Okay. Bring them for that. If you're going to bring them into your and they're going to report to you, okay, then you need to make sure that set everything right from the word go. Okay. Yes, you're reporting to me, but it's what I expect from you.
So also I just want to understand, if your friend is reporting directly to you, and I know you're hanging out, you're meeting him, should you discuss work during the hangout times? Because if you're discussing work, he may feel these are unpaid shifts. He's putting in more hours. He's during his leisure. Unfortunately, he's hanging out with his boss, but the boss is asking about the P&L, about the balance sheet, about the working capital issues of the company. Should you bring those conversations during the off times when you're watching, I don't know, San Antonio Spurs versus,
Just know when you start doing that, that guy will start running away from you.
Okay. He'll feel it's not right.
He'll feel like, now, what's wrong with this guy?
I'm
I'm on a chilling spree. I'm on a relaxing spree. Why is he bringing work in this space? It's not supposed to be. Don't bring your work in there. These guys want to relax. Maybe they're watching a KCCA game with Vipers, and then you're telling him, and remember that balance sheet.
Yeah, because you report to me, we have a meeting on Monday,
and he's saying,
you've not submitted something, I need to know the indication of the figures.
And this person is saying, now, look,
yeah,
this guy is stressing me.
He starts running away.
That's stressing me. Why do you have to stress me at this time? Leave me alone. Let me relax, Now, that's helps create the boundaries, If it's fun, it's fun. If it's not fun, it's not fun. Now, such situations mean that the girl knows that you can tell him right now, first go and finish up that work.
Yeah, if it's not finished,
okay,
it would be a risk.
Finish up that work. Now, your meetings will start changing. It's not going to be for chilling out, but it's going to be like you're just transferring work from the office to any other space,
spots,
which is not something that is good. Yet you're supposed to relax. You're supposed to unwind. You're supposed to forget about the work. Go back when you're fresh. Go back with fresh ideas. But imagine the same thing ringing in your head. Same thing ringing in your head, ringing and ringing. Where you're going, it's the same. I mean, you're not going to innovate, but you can be there and you're not talking about work. The other thing, you've relaxed. Some ideas can pop into it that you can take back at the workplace. But when someone is giving you the same thing, you.
So likely the friend will start to avoid watching the games.
They will. They're like, where are you? You know what? There's some errand I'm supposed to run. There's some errand I'm supposed to run. Where? This other side. Some guy who has called me. I have to have a meeting with him.
So you avoid. All right. So just something else. I think this is a bit of the harder one now, where you have to fire your friend. The relationship at work has refused. The guy is not performing, or maybe there are certain behaviors he's pulling on and you cannot bear it. And remember, this guy is your friend. Patrick, how do you fire? And I'm being exact with the words. How do you fire your friend whom you recruited yourself, brought on board, but you need to retain the friendship? Because these are scenarios that actually happen in real life. If you do it wrongly, you end up in a ditch with your friend. If you do it rightly, maybe. But we want to understand today, how can you fire your friend without burning the other bridges of friendship, family, your history, and things like that? What's the best way of doing this?
One, before you actually fire someone, the thing is, did you give them the support they needed? Okay. Did they know what they were supposed to do? And they did it. If they didn't know, then that's a problem. Okay. If they didn't know, then when they fire them, they are going to have backlashes.
They may take you to court.
They
may take you to the labor office.
Everything can happen, So make sure from the word go that they know what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to do it. So that if they don't deliver, even if you fire them, they'll sit back and say, you know what, I actually failed to do what I'm supposed to do. But also ensure that there are boundaries. If it's work, it's work. If it's not work, it's not work. Okay. As the other guy was telling you, whom I used to stay in the same house with, would actually sit with him and his supervisor during an appraisal. And we tell the supervisor, for me, mine is Maybe I have 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. I tell him, but okay, about what? The system? You're telling me the system has been down. We didn't get accurate reports. How are you telling me that you got 5 rating of 5? You know, out of the whole month, out of the 6 months, out of this, you know,
So
6%.
You're talking of a process
Yes.
that has to be meticulous.
Yes. Like, no, you can't have a 5%. How? When your system has been down, you know, you're giving you at least 2.5, half of that, you know, and you're like, but because I was talking with evidence, I'm not talking with emotions, you know, but this guy was my friend. Yeah, like, no, you cannot. Right. So the other thing is, have you also followed the due processes? Okay. Or you just woke up and said, you're fired.
Okay.
But did you follow the due processes?
Yeah.
Right? This person was not performing very well. You warned them. They did it. You put them on PIP, performance improvement plan. They failed it. You brought them into disciplinary meeting. They still couldn't handle. You terminated that contract. So all the processes are followed. It's watertight. Even those that would say, hey, but why did you fire this guy? When you tell them everything that has been done, they'll say,
should be a bit of
surely, he actually did.
He wasn't performing.
Yes, wasn't performing. They actually followed all those processes, you know, and doing that. But also, throughout this situation, he's your friend. They're not performing well. Their behaviors are not so good. Can you engage them? Keep engaging them. Like, you know what, John? And your performance are wanting.
You're missing steps.
Okay? I need you to up your game, you know? So if you've kept on telling them how they're supposed to improve and the guys are not actually improving, this person is actually not improving, that even if you fire him, you'll say, okay, man, you know what? This guy actually tried all he could. He tried all he wanted.
To keep the friend.
Yeah, tried all they could, you know? But also the other thing is, as the person is, ensure that you ask them, but guy, if it was you in my position, what would you do? Okay? Would you allow this to continue? Yes or no? Like, man, you're talking hard things. He'll tell you, man, you're talking hard what?
Hard things.
You know what? Let me go. So that the whole thing goes on. Now, if you did those, the person that will get out and does not want and hates you because of that, then they're the ones with an issue. Because they gave you all the opportunities.
Okay.
But for you, you'll have a good conscience that, you know what, I did my best.
So, okay, that's interesting. So you're talking about process. So if we are to look at, remember this guy is your friend. Now I want to understand part of the dynamics within, again, the organization in terms of confidentiality. How will you easily keep confidentiality or keep matters that are confidential without releasing them to your friend? Remember, you're always with him, you're hanging out with him, you're working together, but you're the boss. Some things he shouldn't know. But again, you may not have someone to confide in. Will you not, by error, spill some of the beans, the secrets? How will you try to maintain a closed loop of confidentiality?
Now, it's a hard thing, but as a manager, you need to know the information you share with the rest of the people, and especially your close friend. You may have this urge like, this is my friend, let me share. Yes, you may share, but you know what? It will come back to bite you. Okay? You can share, and before you know it, in the corridors, people are talking about it. So you'll come back to you, you know? Or you'll be there like, I don't like that guy. I want to fire him. What do you expect?
And they move
before you know flows. The person knows, because you don't know how close maybe your friend is with the other
colleagues.
Yes. He could also be there like, hey man, this guy is saying this. Okay. Maybe also your friend may be working out a way to throw you out. And they have their clique. Yeah. So they're like, can
Yeah.
we get info from you?
You
Because
have to
your
be
body.
very careful.
Your body, give us info. So they get the info, then they push the other side to his gangos, to his gang. The other side are like, man, this guy has to go. Before you know it, a case is brewing.
Boom.
And you're like, how did this happen? Not knowing that it was your friend.
I was plotting all along. So we have to
throwing
be
in
very,
there.
very careful.
Yeah, so you have to be very careful. Don't leave info. Keep it yourself. Okay? Sensitive things, keep it yourself.
So I want to paint a scenario here, and now you've fired your friend. Would you still be comfortable hanging out with him? Would you still be comfortable watching San Antonio Spurs and Nuggets game with him? Would you avoid him? Would you be the Judas Iscariot and the whole family saying, "Daddy, that's the guy who fired us. We can't take milk now." Would you still be comfortable, or you'd try and hide or run or avoid? Because now you're the public enemy, man. You've ruined the whole family. And
if you start hiding, then there was something wrong.
So you avoid.
If you start avoiding, then there was something wrong.
So you desist.
You don't have to. If I did the right thing, why should I hide?
Guilt.
Why should I?
Is your friend. Yes, you did the right thing.
He's my friend.
But man.
Did I follow up my processes? Yes.
Man.
Did I follow up? Yes.
That aspect behind of the kids are not in school.
I've
Uncle Patrick.
I've actually had a scenario or a situation which is a true story. Okay. That these guys were friends. All right. Now the friend fired him. Okay. After firing him, this guy said, "Yes, truly, I actually messed up. I was actually messed up." And everyone knew that he was fired. Even at home, they knew he was fired. But you know what this friend would do? Like, I know you don't have anything right now, but it would help. Would be sending him money. Would be buying him stuff. Okay,
to chip in.
to keep them going. It comes and buys food for them. Just sends their, sends to the guy. If you know that your friend is badly off, just do that for them to keep them going. They'll remember, like, yes, I messed up. I failed to keep this job, but you looked after me when I actually needed it. Okay, so you can retain that friendship.
Yeah, friendship.
Yeah, but when you start running away, it means you're guilty. Okay, but if you're not, just be there. Let them run away themselves, not you. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. So as we really conclude this very interesting discussion, Patrick, and for the listeners and viewers there, Patrick, I'd like you to advise. Would you really say hiring a friend is a good thing? What would you advise, the managers out there in terms of hiring friends? What key 3 things would you advise the listener there, the viewer there, to say, guys, yes, this, no, this?
One, hiring a friend is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Because once your friend is in the mood to do the right thing with you, okay, you're going to go places. One, there's loyalty. No one is going to cross you. Okay? And it's good when I know that John can actually stick his hand for me. Whatever situation is, they're like, no, what you're saying about John, that's not true. All right? This is John. And when people want to play games around you, they'll be the one protecting you. So good thing is your friend will be loyal to you. Okay? Which is just a good thing for that. But the other thing is also you understand each other. It's good to work in a place that you understand each other. I know your weaknesses, you know my weaknesses.
So that's a good environment.
You know how we can benefit from our networks.
Mm.
Okay, we all have different,
Mm.
different energies, different efforts, different opportunities that we bring to the organization, and when we can utilize those opportunities, it means we become much better. It's better to grow when you have all those connections. Why? Because I connect with you, I communicate with you. I also know that, you know what, in the general picture is I'll be much better off. Okay, because we are growing together. Okay, we are moving together. We can actually transition from this place together and do much more things together, or we can actually replicate the same thing together, because we've learned a lot of the information that we've gotten from it. So it can be something that you'll go, but it will be a lifelong thing. If I can walk with you in all the difficulties from when we were young to the working space, it means that even if when we grow old and we are out of the working space, we shall be together, because we've moved this journey. So for the people out there, I mean, this journey is just, I can say, it will never end. Okay, it will never end. You'll bring in your people that you know, but as you bring them in, know that management it can be a harsh thing. Okay, and yet these days you need to know how to handle people. You need to know how to handle people, and that's why the Manager Resource Center is there. That's why we have this clinic on Service Radio. That's why we're here. That's why we come and talk every week to you guys with topical issues that you're going through. You get to us. What topic do you want to talk about? You get to us and give us. Get to our different social media pages, to our LinkedIn, to our Facebook pages, to our YouTube page. Just look for the manager. In the YouTube, just look for the Managers Clinic. Just get to us. And then you give us some of the topics that you want, that you're grappling with. As we do all this, we have this course coming up in July that is all about management skills for today. Okay, that you are actually going to be taken through to be the modern manager. We are going to take you through practical things that you really do at work, that makes you a better person, makes your organization better, make them thrive. Just get enrolled in. Enroll. Start now, so that you know that you are covered. But if you think you can't wait, that people just can't wait.
And many.
I just need it right now, please get in touch with us. Just get in touch with us, and then we make sure that we come and roll it out for your own organization. Take it when it's still good and hot. Enroll to make sure that is done. But please like our pages, subscribe, comment, send your feedback. We want to hear. We want to listen to you. That is us. We are people-centered. Our management philosophy is everything is around the people. And the people is about excellence. And the people is about managing with distinction. And how do you manage with distinction? Simple, real life, practical solutions which are timely. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patrick, for that insight. And viewers, listeners, it's really been a pleasure having you online, having you watch us today, being part of this series on the Managers Clinic. Again, just a small reminder, we air on Service Radio every 10 a.m. on Saturdays. And in case you've missed the Saturday, we do have the redo or the reshow at 10 a.m. every Wednesday. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next episode.